Back in the old days, time management experts would think of your calendar as a sort of puzzle, and being productive was putting pieces together. Because people are not assembly lines, this type of approach required a lot of discipline. It also ignored some major input from neuroscience. So what's new about mental resources and their efficient use? Let me introduce you to three fundamentals: focus, control, and direction. Focus is a measure of mental processing power. Similar to traffic lights, each mental activity receives a certain amount of focus time, or green light. If you swap between tasks a lot, or try to do them simultaneously, things tend to slow down. You feel busy, but you are far from being efficient. Focus depends heavily on safety. Like back in the caves, new inputs in your world, like beeps and alerts, will be seen as potential threats. Is it safe to keep doing this and ignore that new email? What if it's urgent? Lots of inputs require assessing this all the time. It limits your ability to keep focus for a continuous period, which is mandatory for complex activities. So how do we optimize focus? Build some kind of traffic lights in your working context. Hold new inputs in a queue and be conclusive with high-value tasks at hand. Emergencies should not be mixed in crowded channels like email. Remember, pace provides for efficiency. Making decisions and executing actions are mentally different. I like to call them Mr. General and Mr. Robot, two different characters living inside our mind. Mr. Robot is a work addict, always looking for stuff to do, but only deals with clearly defined tasks. He skips items with pending decisions. Mr. General, on the other hand, is quite lazy and hates being wrong, so, whenever he can, avoids risking any option. Without the General's input on important items, Mr. Robot can keep himself busy with self-evident silly tasks the whole day. Escape this trap. Force the General to take risks and define action verbs and clear instructions for each item on your to-do list, especially your priorities. Do the same for meetings. Only concrete action points allow for control. As we invest time in a task, the resulting work tends to follow a curve like this. The further we go, the less and less value is added. Concerning return on investment, it's critical to know when to consider the job good enough because of the opportunity cost of whatever is waiting to be done. Falling into the trap of perfectionism is an ego massage that goes against efficiency. Defining success criteria is thus a central point for directing our effort and demands questioning the purpose of what we are doing. What is the added value? This is equally important for writing an email as it is for orienting your role in the company or as a parent. Are you doing a good job? How do you know? Be proactive in defining and frequently reviewing the value you intend to add. Make it conscious, not just intuitive. It's how you know you are in the right direction. At any moment, you can evaluate your productivity level with three questions. Am I sure I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to? What's the next action and who's got it? What's the purpose of what I'm doing? Now you know fundamentals. Of course, there's more to personal productivity. Emotions, for example, are a big topic, but that's a theme to explore in our next video. Until then, try a trick.